what I've been noticing is that totals have been either going dramatically way in that over or way in that under. So I do think that those that they take a look at some alternate totals, I do think that they've been the beneficiaries, and just in recent years in general. I'm not sure if you agree slash disagree with this. When it comes to betting totals in Major League Baseball, I think the biggest thing is being able to get more like even juice, being able to get plus 105s when you notice a game that it might be at like an 8.5 at half books, 9 at half books, because typically if you're finding a 9 and an 8.5 sort of split like that, the juice on the over is going to be like a minus 120 on the 8.5, whereas the juice on the over of a 9 is going to be even money. And being able to take a lot of those even money prices, I think, is going to pay off long term, because even the last few years, I noticed not a lot of totals landed right on the total, and that has really been the case this year as well.
Yeah, that's really good insight. Great discussion point there. And I think a lot of the totals are going to be adjusted, right? Because this year they got rid of the shift. So you would assume that a lot of these ground ball hitters are going to be able to get hits, which will hopefully manufacture additional runs. So naturally or organically, you're going to think that it's going to equate to higher totals. But I think the books have already built this into their algorithms. I think I don't know what the total total over under is for the season after 4 days. You may know that, but I think the under is going to continue to stay sharp moving forward.
Yep, I actually do have that for you. This is from our good friends at Covers. 24 overs, 25 unders, and 1 push. So bookmakers have known what the heck they're doing. Now, obviously, a small sample size, but pretty even split right there. So I do agree with you. And just taking a look at Major League Baseball as well, I always do want to be taking bullpens into account a little bit more if you're looking at full games when it comes to the first start or two of the season. I do think that baseball, it is very much of a sport where you are able to notice trends. You are able to notice, hey, a lot of teams, they're not necessarily letting their starters go as much. They're letting them go a little bit more this year. But I always do want to be factoring in bullpens a little bit more this time of year, because first starter two through the rotation, especially if you get a little bit of an older starter, they just want to get them lathered up and ready to go. And I do think that a lot of these guys are a little bit more prone to getting pulled early this time of year.
100%. All these pitchers are not going to get their full pitch count in the first week or two. It's not even just the first start. It could be the first few starts. So I agree with you there. That's why I look into a lot of first 5 positions, if you like unders or if you like the favorites in that, whether you like the pitcher or not. So first 5 is big in the first few weeks for me. But I don't know about you, Greg, but for me, I tend to just focus on the full game, especially on the sides or the totals. But I think you're right. There is a little edge here if you want to just look at the first 5 in the first couple weeks.
Visit VSiN.com to get current odds, listen for free, find showtimes, and download VSiN sports betting podcasts.